Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So I'm gonna step out of my comfort zone again. I'm gonna be making a mold here and a mold here. Silicone. I'm gonna be using Bondcraftor. They sent me some silicone rubber, 15A, and I'm going to be using this to pour this. And it comes in this kit with some measuring cups. And it comes with some beads. It comes with 16 ounces, 8 ounces each. Some gloves. Stir sticks. And some instructions. I'm not sure how much it's going to take to do that, but I'm thinking it's going to take more than that. But they did send me more than this, so it might take more than the 16 ounces. Picking pad. I'm not sure what that is. But it's a 1-to-1, 2-component one-to-one volume or by weight. That's awesome. So measure A and B in the ratio of 1-to-1 by weight. If no electronic scale, then it's also possible to measure in a 1-to-1 by volume. Cool. So I do have a scale and I do have just the volume. I think we're going to go by volume. I don't think that it's all that necessary for the scale. And we're going to be using a silicone thing here. Put these measuring sticks up, or stir sticks up. Okay, don't need these. I'm going to do it into a larger cup. I'm going to be using it in this measuring cup here. All right, so let me mix up this silicone. I've already sprayed mold release in both of these, and to facilitate removal when it's done. It's just a brand that I found at Michael's. All right, so let me get this mixed up and I'll be back. Okay, I found my scale, and so I made sure that I evenly done it. So we shall do this. And I did make sure my table was level. And I know I'm going to need more. I think it's going to take more than this 16 ounces to come up over these guys. Yeah, not very much more, but I need to make some more anyway because I need to pour this other thing. But we're going to get this done. I've been wanting to start making my own molds, and Bondcraftor was so nice to send me the silicone rubber. And I want to do it with theirs because I trust them. Their silicone is my go-to silicone. I do have some Let's Resin silicone rubber. I bought it a while back before they sent me this. But I would rather try this because Bondcraftor has been spot on with all the other things that I have tried with them, from their resin to their UV resin to their flex rubber to the bubble remover machine, and I've never been disappointed. So, all right, I'm going to mix them up some more, and I'm going to cover these up because you're supposed to put it like maybe 1/4 inch above it. And I'm going to fill this one up, and then we'll come back when it's time to demold these guys. Hello everybody, welcome back. Okay, well, I was trying to get this out of the mold housing and I dropped it, so I broke the dishes in it, but at least we got a mold of it now. So we're going to take it out so that we can trim it up. But yeah, I broke when you got arthritis in your hands, it sometimes happens. Or it can happen because your hands are not strong enough. But since it's glass, I'm going to keep it and put it in a project. I can always use the glass. But yep, I broke it. I'm gonna have to get some tape in there and get that out. But anyway, we can trim this up. And I'm just using a cuticle trimmer. To get this excess off here. Trims it right up. But it looks like it's gonna, I might have scratched it though when it broke. I'm not gonna be happy with that, probably. But I can't cry over spilt milk. It is what it is. Okay, now this is the other one that we got 3-in-1 on this guy. The little pug turtle. He looks like he came out. The little small manta ray. He looks like he came out. And then we have the large manta ray. And he looks like he came out. So this is a 3-in-1 mold. And yes, I will make one for you, but you'll have to email me and tell me you want one, because I'm only going to make them as they're ordered. I'm not going to make a whole bunch because I do not have an Etsy or a eBay store. I don't have time for those right now because I still work a full-time job. If once I retire, then I do plan on opening up a store, but right now I just don't have the time because, like I said, I work a full-time job, and it takes all my time. I get up at 3:45 in the morning. I leave my house at 5, and I don't roll up in my driveway until 6 o'clock, Monday through Friday. So it is a grueling schedule I keep. But I do want a store. But like I said, on the weekends when I'm off and on Sundays after church, I can definitely make the molds if you want one. But like I said, you'll have to email me. My email is in the description. And if you email me and tell me that you're interested, I can tell you what how much they are. And we can work from there. Hopefully the scratch is not too bad on that. But we have to wait 24 hours before we can pour a mold off that. Or you're supposed to. So we will. We will wait. I will set them over to the side. And we will do that. Now, I think that little pug turtle's going to be cute when you pour it. I do have some more things that I'm going to be doing molds of. And I'm excited to do that. But I got some new intoresin molds today that I'm excited about. So let's see what we got and make our decision on what we want to pour real quick. This one is like that rose mold I got, except it's a sunflower. I think I have to pour that because I've been waiting on this one. And then these two are mermaid tails. They're not very big, so they're not going to take a whole lot of resin, but they are handmade diamond molds from intoresin, and they are very pretty. Linda Berman over at Crazy Glass Lady did a lot of really pretty things with these molds, with these mermaid tails, and it gave me the inspiration to do some stuff on glass. I know y'all have seen her Highland cow one already. Of course I'm going to do one of those cows. I'm going to find my frame and start prepping it, and definitely going to do one of her Highland cows. But I love these. These are going to be really pretty. These are going to be pretty. This is a little manta ray. Diamond manta ray. And this one is a starfish lid to a jar. I really didn't want the jar, but I wanted the lid really bad. So I got the lid, and I'm going to pour the lid. I noticed that when you put these things in here, this middle part makes these uneven. If you don't put something to make them even, they're uneven. but my mold thing is even. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it's even. Okay. So I'm going to get some, I'm going to paint these leaves in here on the sunflower. I'm going to paint them green like I did the rose box with some chrome powders. I believe intense chameleon powder. Yep. And then we're going to pour the sunflower itself. We're going to pour it with a Couture Creations alcohol ink glitter sunflower. And if we have any left over, we may pour this little guy. Let me go ahead and open him up because these aren't going to take very much resin at all. They're very shallow molds. Okay, and I do need to put a stick back there because I want to stick right there because I want to put this guy in here. Okay. Alrighty then. So let's find a brush right here, and we're going to put intense powders in this guy and these leaves. But since I already had y'all for the unmolding of the molds that I made, I've already spent your time. I'm going to go ahead and paint this green, the leaves, and then I'll be back. Okay, we're back. Now, I mixed up some resin. We're using Bondcraftor 1:1. 1 part A, 1 part B. And we're going to mix some of the sunflower Couture Creations. And I want it pretty dark. Because it looks dark in there, but it's not as dark as it I always spill that on the outside of the cups. I don't know how I do that, but I do it every time. So, I think this is going to be a great color that I want. And I am going to put some alcohol in there. And before I fill it up, I'm going to try to see if there's any bubbles come up. And we'll catch them puppies. Man, just a tad bit more. Let's see if I can get the color out here. Might have to put a couple of drops in there. There we go. All right. Over poured it on this side. With that alcohol in there. Okay, now we're done with that. Now with the other guys, we're going to use some Marabou alcohol ink turquoise. I think that that's still got too much in it. There we go. Still got a little bit of bubbles there. Okay, that ought to do that. Okay, now this one, get my little poker. Okay. Now, I do want to do something with this guy. I want to take a little bit of this, not much, but a little bit. And I want to pour, where's it at? Let me find it real quick. I was looking for some we're going to pour some of this white sand in here. I'm going to pour. Okay, we'll find something else to put that in. Let's put this in here. A few more drops. And we're going to pour this in here. And we're going to pour this in here. A little bit more in here. We're going to pour this in here. Okay. Now, I have a few more things here. Let's get this other mold and finish it with the leftover resin. Alright. Now, what did I do with that? I think I don't have enough. I don't have enough. Sorry for the bag rattling, everybody. Sorry about that. Let me get the scissors because my hands don't want to rip open things very good. All right. So we're going to put that over there. I'm going to put this over here. Maybe that's not too big. I think that's too big. All right. We also need, we're going to pour him clear. And we're going to pour the rest of this into here. Pour all this in here. I might have to have some more, but if I do, I won't bore you with it, and I'll just bring you back at the demold on that one. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have to make up some more anyway. Okay, so, because I forgot about that. I bet y'all are over there hollering, Loretta, you forgot about that. I wish I could have heard you before I poured all that clear in here. That's right, it's going to be yellow anyway. Or no, that's the black center that, I'll make that brown center. I might have to have a little bit more on him. I'm not real sure, but I might. All right, we'll see. Anyway, I won't bore you. I'm just going to make that brown for the sunflower, and we'll come back when it's time to demold. See you then, guys. All right, hello everybody. Okay, it's done. Let's get this little guy out. How pretty is that? Gotta clear that Bondcraftor is. All right, we're gonna get the little stuff first. What's the bird look like? Pretty blue bird. Probably gonna be a little bit bendy, but I think it'll be all right to take it out. Ooh, I like this fish mold. It's a little trinket tray. I like that a lot. Put his little eyeball in there, maybe put a little embellishment on there. And of course, the intoresin flowers never disappoint. And this is an intoresin starfish mold. Oh yeah. That doesn't disappoint either. Wow. That Bondcraftor resin, that doesn't disappoint either. Ooh, what first? All right, let's get these guys out first. Oh, wow. That'll take us to another video. Both of these. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful. Wow. That is gorgeous. I don't know if you can see all the sparkly, but it never does it justice. Okay, and let's take this baby out. Look at that. Perfect. Oh, look at that flower. Wow. That is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. That brown, I painted that with that brown, light stone brown. It has a sparkliness to it. I got it from Amazon. I'll link it in the box because it's very inexpensive and it's very good. I love this three-dimensional flower. I mean, this is, wow. Whew. This is like breathtaking. Definitely breathtaking. This and that rose are just gorgeous molds. Just absolutely gorgeous. So none of these disappointed, and I hope that you enjoyed it. And tomorrow we will make a mold out of we will make a casting out of the molds we made, but I like to leave them set up for 24 hours as it usually tells you to do that. So I don't want to put resin in it for 24 hours. And we'll pour the manta rays and the little pig turtle and the little trinket dish that broke. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you haven't decided if you're going to subscribe, please do. It doesn't cost anything, and it really helps my channel grow. And I appreciate it very, very much. And we're going to be doing, this will be another video after that casting for sure, because I have some ideas for these guys. And this fish makes me smile and happy. Too cute, but I'll get pictures after I embellish it a little bit. Most definitely. All right, so have a nice evening, have a nice day, night, whatever your time zone is. And remember, there are blessings everywhere, and if you haven't found one, be one. See you later, guys. Bye.